Good morning to you all. My able and dynamic Deputy Chief of Staff, officials from the Ministry of Sports and Recreation, Deputy Ministers here present, Minister, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor and pleasure for me to be called upon to inaugurate this committee because I'm very optimistic that this committee will deliver. It's become very necessary for us to originate this from the presidency, just to give you an idea of how important the presidency is this project. We qualified 2010, 2014, and went into the World Cup with understanding and hoping to bring the trophy back to Ghana. For several reasons. We couldn't. But there's always the appropriate time, which I believe is now. And the reason why it's now is that we need to take a holistic approach towards the entire project. And so unlike in previous times where all our focus is on just going in to play soccer and come back with a trophy, we need to shift it a bit. More or less, the part of the objective of this ministerial committee is to plan as to the advantages Ghana as a country can take for the fact that we have an opportunity to display to the whole world that Ghana we've arrived. Because it's not just the playing of the football, but the entire globe is going to focus on what is happening from June next year. For example, we expect you to, as part of your workings, we expect you to lend the technical support to the team and the management team as to how best they can deliver and deliver their maximum best. We also expect you, as part of your activities, to consider modern strategic way of raising funds, because all this will involve some funds. And if you tell anybody that, look, Ghana is going to be on the world stage, performing for, I don't even have an idea how many TV cameras, TV stations will be airing the World Cup. And so imagine in your mind's eye the fact that the Ghanaian jersey, the Black Star, how many times the name of the country will be mentioned throughout the tournament. And so we want you to be able to convince corporate organizations that this is a blank check if they get associated with Ghana's representation at the World Cup, for their brands to be known worldwide. We also, which is very important, you are also being tasked to help coordinate the travel arrangements. And usually we run into troubles with visas, and there are people who want to take advantage and give the country bad names and all that. We think not necessarily only looking at football. What are some of the things that we can associate with our presence there to let people beware? In conclusion, we need to remind ourselves that the World Cup is not just about what happens over 90 minutes. It is about what we do with the 4 years leading up to it and 4 years that follow. The road to 2030 begins now. This Oversight Committee must lead with accountability, speed, and national consciousness. The time for scattered efforts is over. That's why we say we are resetting our country. We cannot afford to enter 2026 with the mindset of 2014 and 2010. Let us correct what must be corrected and amplify what can be built. Let us lead with clarity. Let us act with urgency. Let us project Ghana with discipline and pride. I thank you all and wish you well in your endeavors. Thank you.